I'm not gonna lie, I've got absolutely no idea how this is gonna sound. I know that it's recording through the microphone and stuff, but that's all I really care about right now. Audio quality is the least of my worries. Um, it's not going good. I'll be completely honest, it's really not looking good. Um, if you don't know who I am, what's up? Name's Kana. Um, 21, live in the UK. I do music stuff every now and again, but it's been about 4 or 5 months since I last released something. I've been struggling to really write anything because everything I write just ends up being the exact same thing. Because I write about my problems and my problems don't really change. I don't know exactly what to do. Or I know what I should do about my problems, but it's just a case of what's the fucking point, really? Uh, everyone's got their own problems, and sometimes I just feel like not talking about my own because there's so many other people out there who have it so much worse than I do, and I know that. But it's just how can one person be beat down time and time again before they just give up, they just break, you know? I'm at that point. I'm really at that point. And I thought I had to go out and get fuel anyway. Why not just get out on the bike, go fuel up, and just talk to a camera? I wake up every single day doing the same thing. It's the same cycle. Like it's really fucked. It's just mind numbing. And again, I know everybody has to do the same thing, but I don't get how other people do it. I really don't. Like it's just a broken mess, honestly. It's not good. I don't get how people do it. I really don't. In December of 2023, I lost my dad to terminal cancer. I found out on the 10th of December. Well, my dad even found out on the 10th of December that he had terminal cancer. Um, but only 7 days after we found out that he had cancer, he fucking passed away. Now, just to give you all quite a little TLDR of my life in the past few years, um, the typical marriage issues, mother and father don't get along too well after a few years, bunch of arguments, a bunch of problems, usually caused by finances, among other things, and just, unsettled disputes, I guess. And one day my mum just up and leaves. Turns out she found another man. Now, this was a gift and a curse, to be completely honest. Um, I was trying to do college at the time. I was trying to get myself a degree. I was trying to, you know, make something of myself. I was 16, 17 at the time. I think I was 17 at the time. And, yeah, I was trying to, pick up the pieces and build myself a life, I guess. Um, I was studying, the boring IT, I guess. But what a fucking waste, really. After I finished that year of the course, I decided that I was gonna take a year break, and I was gonna work on trying to help my dad, because obviously now there's only one income in the household and not two. So I got myself a job, which took a long time. I applied for every job in my area really, but to no real proper avail. Mainly due to the fact that a lot of the jobs in my area are just overemployed. They don't really need staff, and the places that do need staff with experience, which at the time I didn't really have. Um, it was quite a struggle, but luckily a supermarket was hiring for temporary staff, and for like the last 3 months before I ended up going back to university, I got myself a job and I got a little bit of income. And to be honest, I enjoyed the job. I felt a lot better when I was doing that job. You know, it was nice. I mean, I was shitting at first because, you know, my anxieties and stuff like that, which, you know, everyone's got really. But I loved the job. And I wish I could have gone back. I wish they kept me on, but they didn't. So I went back to university. And I did, what was it? It was level 4, I think it was. Yeah, level 4. Level 4 IT. And I got through that year and I did pretty well. I'll be honest, I think I got a merit overall and I was pretty happy with that. I'm not very good at academic things. I've never been good at, you know, writing my thoughts down on paper. I've always been kind of spitball thoughts sort of person. I'm not good at, you know, academic writing. It's never been my strong point, really. But I got through pretty well. And at that point, I was like, cool, I'm just going to move straight on to level 5. I don't need to take a break. Nothing's going on. Things are looking up. My dad was slowly getting over the broken relationship with my mum. And we were getting on, we were getting by, and me and my dad have never been closer. It was great. As I was younger, me and my dad were never very close. I was always a mummy's boy, you might say. But I found out down the years the reason for that is because my mum would always say yes to me. She was always the yes man, if you know what I mean. Whereas my dad was a more logical and, you know, that sort of person that would say no a lot of the time. And obviously, when you're younger, you're not going to like when people say no to you. But obviously, as you get older, you start to become more mature and you start to understand why, you know, people say no. And I guess we just grew a hell of a lot closer of that time that my mum was gone, I guess. I still did go see my mum. I didn't completely neglect her or anything like that, but I wasn't totally fond of her new partner. I didn't stay over there any nights apart from one because of an issue, but I won't go into that. But no, I never really stayed around. I just, you know, every now and again after I finished like university, I'd go around and I'd go see her and say hello, and you know, for like an hour or so. Yeah. But then things kind of broke down with my mum and her partner. It turns out her partner had to go away for work in a completely different part of the country, and my mum only saw him like twice, I would say. Anyway, lo and behold, this guy was actually cheating on my mum. Not great. A bunch of other things happened that I won't go in depth into, but because of that, my mum got evicted from that house that she was in, due to, again, financial problems. Not great. So she moved back in to the actual, you know, our house, and things were a lot more, I don't know, friendly than you might expect, because my dad was actually helping my mum with everything that was going on in terms of like the financial shit that was going on, because my dad still cared about my mum and my mum did still care about my dad. But it was just, they clashed a lot. They cared about each other, but they clashed a lot, and they couldn't deal with it anymore, and that's why they moved out. God, I'm just rambling. I'm just rambling, but you know, they moved back together again, and I was a bit skeptical of this to begin with, and it was also, I've never had a dog before either, but at that point in time, my mum then had a dog. She practically inherited a dog from the ex. She was a lovely dog, but lo and behold, this dog ended up having cancer in their, I think it was one of their legs, and it had already started spreading. They couldn't do anything about it, so she had to be put down. Not long after that, we ended up getting a new dog of the same breed, called Roxy, and I love her to bits. I really do. She's a Rottweiler, but she's so energetic all the time because she's only a puppy. But she's so loving. She can be a pain in the ass at times, but she's so loving. I love her to bits. And all I can remember is when my dad sat down with me on the sofa and told me that he had terminal cancer. I started bawling my eyes out, and she immediately noticed and came over and just licked the ever-living hell out of me, you know? And from that point on, it was just, you know, instant connection with the dog, really. But, yeah. But the worst part about the whole, like, my mum moving back in and stuff was things were starting to look up. Like, things were starting to look good. Finances were starting to work out a little bit better. And we had plans. We had plans for the future, you know? And then just as things were settling in place and I was getting on with my university degree, I got hit with the news that my dad had terminal cancer. So I was dealing with that as well as going to uni, coming back and seeing my dad slowly, I hate to say it, slowly decay. It's distracting. Very fucking distracting. It's very tough. And obviously watching it happen so quickly, just decline. Again, very tough. Very, very tough. I just don't really... I don't know what I'm doing. I've been in and out of different things so much. I can't finish my degree anymore. Well, I probably could if I tried hard enough, but I don't think I'm in a position mentally or, well, financially I probably could, whatever, it's fine, but mentally I don't think I could cope with going back anymore. I've just got way too much on my mind because of these past few years, and my brain has turned so negative that it's infected just everything that I do. I'm trying to be the best son that I can for my mum, and I want to be the best version of myself for everybody else who's around me, who's helped me through these fucking awful times that I've had to go through. Which, if you are watching and listening to this, I fucking love you all, and I thank you so much for everything you've ever fucking done for me, honestly. You're the only reason where I am right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's the only thing keeping me going is the people around me. Because apart from that, I just don't really see a whole lot of purpose. It's like, you know I need to go get myself a job and I need to start making myself some money so I can have a future, but it's so difficult to see a future when you have a mother that's pretty damn ill, and I don't think she'll be around for much longer, and I hate to say it. I really hate to say it, but 1 to 2 years, I think that'll be gone. I don't really have any family apart from my mum, and obviously my friends and stuff like that, but I'm not going to rely on them. It's not their responsibility, they're just friends. I shouldn't be thinking about it like that at all. But I know I need to get a job, but I don't see a point in going out and getting a job and wasting literally all my time just to make money to exist when I don't even see the purpose of existing anyway. It's like, I don't want to fucking work just to exist when I don't want to exist. Like, I don't see the appeal of existing a lot of the time anymore. I really don't. It's just meaningless to me. You know, the void just calls every day, every single fucking day, and it is the worst shit ever. Oh shit. It's just a constant struggle. And it's a mental battle. And it is a fight that I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to win it, I'll be honest. I really don't. But I'm trying. I don't really know what I want to do with myself in the slightest. You know, you work all these hours just to, you know, have a roof over your head, to have food on the table, all your bills and whatnot, but you're not really, you're never really gonna have enough money to just, you know, do things that you want to do. I'm 21, 20 fucking 1 years old, and I've had 2 jobs, 2, and they've both been hella part-time, and I'm scared of going into full-time work. I don't want to leave my childhood behind. I've barely lived. I've barely experienced anything. And now that I've got money, I'm trying to do all the things that I can before I go into that full-time work, if I go into that full-time work. And at the minute in time, I don't really think it's worth it. I'm spending money on doing all these things, for, you know, all these experiences, but they're only temporary, you know? And I guess if they were, you know, if they were permanent, you wouldn't value them as much, but it's like you can't just keep doing these same things over and over and over again. Like, there's only so many things that you want to do, and once you've done those things, then what? Just rot away in a fucking closet, that's it. I don't see the purpose of it all. It's just pointless to me. I really don't know what it is that I want to do. I mean, hell, even IT now, the thing that I was studying for, bear in mind, I don't even want to do that shit. I honestly just find it so tedious. All the fucking, well, the last year of IT that I didn't really enjoy anything that I did apart from maybe networking, I guess, but like even then it's a bit of a push. Like, I don't really want to be doing that either. But like when I really sit down and I think about the things that I want to be doing, I just find everything tedious. I don't find anything worth my time or effort. Now, it could just be the mind of a lazy person, I don't know. I'm just so unmotivated to progress, I guess. Every time I find something that's a positive thing, there's a huge negative that comes with it, and I genuinely have absolutely no idea. I've made this fucking channel, right, just so I could rant about this. Fuck knows if I'll ever upload anything else on this channel. I'm sure I will down the line, but music ain't cutting it for me right now. I'm just ranting about the same things over and over again, and to be quite fucking honest, they're always lazy as fuck anyway. And that's not even me being negative. I just use BandLab, I fucking slap some effects on my vocals and mess around with tracks here and there and try my best to be on key and write meaningful lyrics that aren't just complete horse shit, but at the end of the day I don't make half the backings. And the backings that I do fully own aren't made by me either. They're usually made by DJ. And don't get me wrong, he's talented as fuck. But I wish I could do something for myself for a change, but every time I boot up stuff like FL Studio or whatever, it's just too much for my brain to comprehend. I just think I'm stupid, and I hate that feeling. And sure, you know, if I really went at it and actually sat there and forced myself to try and learn this stuff, I'm sure I could probably, make something myself and hopefully be proud of it, but I just don't think that's for me. I really don't. As much as I wish it was, as much as I love music, like, so much, it's a lot of who I am, I just don't think that shit's for me. I just think I'm lying to myself. I feel like there's something that I'm supposed to be doing that's, set in stone, and I just haven't found it. And I'm scared to find out what that thing is, because I don't know if it'll be something that I enjoy. And I don't want to be stuck doing shit that I just don't enjoy. The whole idea of life is, make the most of it, enjoy it to its fullest or whatever, but it's a lot harder than it seems, and I'm sure whoever's watching right now knows that. I've just lost so much, and I still feel like I'm slowly losing. And I don't know what it'll take for me to start thinking that I'm winning again. I'm just terrified of the world. Absolutely fucking petrified of it. It's a big fucking world. And if I don't figure it out, I'm fucked. If I wasn't already. Proper U-turn. Start heading back. But I just thought I'd hop on and, I don't know, vent and just get my feelings out there, I guess, because it's been a while since I've just had a long rant with nobody trying to lecture me, I guess. Because I hate it. I hate talking to people about my problems and they start trying to tell me how to fix it all when in reality I already know. I just don't have the motivation to start fixing it. Because I don't see the point. I don't think it'll change my outlook on anything. I'm just so unmotivated and I just don't want to do this shit. I really don't. And it feels like it's the only way, I guess in my head I've got main character syndrome, you know? I don't want to be just like everybody else. I don't just want to fade into the background. Just be another, I hate to say it, and I don't mean this in any disrespect, but I don't want to be another nobody, I want to make something of myself. I want to do my dad fucking proud, for hell. Like, I just... What am I supposed to do that? I know I've got to work my ass off. But why am I doing it? Just for a legacy? Like, is that it? Is that all it is, a legacy? I guess I'm just searching for something that just doesn't exist at this point. And how long can I keep up the facade? There's something there. There's something. I don't know what, but something. It's just messed up. The world is a fucked up place. I know everyone knows that. But I never, in my entire life, thought that it would get this bad. Like, I have to be doing something all the time. If I'm not keeping myself busy with other people, If I had absolutely nobody in my life or nobody by my side, I think I'd have been gone a long time ago. Because my head is a dark, dark, dark place. There are a lot of nights where I will go lay in bed and I'll try to fall asleep, but I will keep myself up thinking of the worst case scenarios or just thinking of the end. Because I'm just so sick of everything. I'm sick of this downhill descent that leads to nowhere. I'm sick of this no light at the end of the tunnel. Constant darkness. Dark path after dark path after dark path. Like, when does it end, you know? When the fuck does it end? I'm just so sick and tired of the cliche, oh, it'll get better, it'll get better. Because, like, it just doesn't, though. It just fucking doesn't. Like, the people that say this shit, they have so much going for them in life. You know, the people that say this shit have already made it. They're already on the right path. But when I feel like I haven't even started a fucking path, and every time I've tried to start a path, it's just gone horribly fucking wrong. Like, it just never seems like it will go right, ever. And if there was, you know, this light on the other side sort of fucking bullshit that everyone preaches about, I feel like a lot more people wouldn't be depressed. Wouldn't want to fucking end it. Does that not say a lot about the world and just life as a whole? Like, I don't think I'm wrong to think that, am I? I feel like everybody in the younger generation is just doomed to fucking fail unless they've got something handed to them on a silver fucking platter. And to be quite frank, I had shit handed to me on a platter, and you know what I did? Splashed it up the wall like a fucking moron. I regret my choices. I could have been so much better off. But no, I'm a fucking idiot. Spent fucking money on like materialistic shit that made me happy when I like took it out of a box or whatever. But it's like, why? I'm a fucking idiot. I'll be honest, the times that me spending money made me happy was when I was giving it to other people. And that's one thing I don't regret doing. At all. And to be honest, if I could give everything in my bank account right now, I fucking would. Because I don't deserve money. There's people out there that are so much better than me. Deserve it so much more than I do. I'll actually do something with the fucking money. I'll just fucking piss it all up the wall and do absolutely jack shit with my life. That's all I've been doing for the past fucking year or so. I don't think I'll get much better from there. I think as just a closing message before I end this off, um, well, I don't know. I've seen so many inspirational videos and stuff online, and it's like I try so hard to listen to them and like take them on board, but my brain's just so fueled with negativity that I just can't see it the way that I should. It's just all just one big cloud above my head that I haven't been able to shake for a long time, and it just gets hazier and hazier until one day I'll snap. It's tough. It's so fucking tough. I just want to be able to find purpose. That's all I want. Just a reason to get my shit back on track, but at the minute I don't really want to be living for myself. It ain't worth it. It ain't fucking worth it, because I do not fucking care. And I just hope that that'll change. But I just want to say that I love you all. I'll keep you updated, I guess, on the whole life thing. If it gets better or worse, I don't know. But for now, it's me piecing the scene and ending out here. So, see ya.